Today I'll be going over Module 4, Lesson 13, where we will be multiplying a fraction unit, such as a half, by another fraction unit, such as a third, using the fraction model. Now, we know that we have a half, so let's go ahead and draw that. Now, the fraction model is bigger than our previous ones, such as the tape diagram, but it's much bigger. This represents my half. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky. I don't have a proper setup for it. Now we are going to model our third using the same model. There's one, two, three, right there. And now we're asking for 1/3. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight or color in my 1/3. Now, whichever we have one unit here that is double shaded, which means it has a black and red, we have 1. So that'll be our numerator. And then we have 6 units in total, which will be our denominator. And this will be our answer. Now to check this, we know that we can multiply fractions straight across. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 3 is 6. This matches up with our fraction model to give us 1/6. Now, a problem that we will be going over today, or that we went over, would be Jan has a third. So Jan has 1/3 of crispy rice treats, or Rice Krispie treats, really. I don't know why it's pronounced crispy rice treats. She sends half of the treats to school with her children, so she only sends half. Well, class, she only has 1/3 of crispy treats. So let's go ahead and model that. She has 1/3. So she only has about this much. Now she's going to send, oh, sorry about that. She's going to send half of what she has. Half of what she has is half. So let's cut that. Let's go ahead and cut that in half. Now she's going to send half. So I'm going to color in the half. And now we're going to go ahead and count up just the double shaded. I see I have 1 double shaded here. So that's going to be my 1. And how many boxes do I have in total? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in total. So I'm going to write a 6 in there. And that is how much she sent to school. She sent 1/6 of the Rice Krispie treats to school. Now let's go ahead and do one more example of this. Let's say that we have something more like 2/3 times, let's say 1/3. So 1/3. Let's go ahead and draw our fraction model, which will look something like so. Here's 1. There's 3 units. And now I'm going to shade in 2 of those units. Now some of you are thinking, well, Mr. Valadez, how do we know which one we're going to model first? Well, when it comes to multiplication, because of the commutative property, it doesn't really matter. So I went ahead and did this one first. That's my first model that I did. Right there. So now I'm going to model my 1/3. Going down, that's 3 units going down. And I have 1/3 of those units. So now I see that my double shaded here, I have 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 over 9 is our answer for this problem. And that is the fraction model for lesson 13. Now give me one moment while I go ahead and check my reference list to see if there's any problems that you might need help with. It seems like that's it for it. We could do one more and do it step by step, just to make sure that you guys have enough examples in these videos to help you out in the future. Something that you may see is something like 4/5 times 2/3. Now, to show that the property is true, I'm going to model the 2/3 first in this one instead of the 4/5, because earlier we would model this number or this fraction, but we are going to model this one first instead. So let's go ahead and make our box for our fraction model. And I am going to do my 3 rows here. And then I'm going to color in 2 of my 3 rows. Like so. Like that. And now I will go ahead and model my 4/5. Well, I'm going to have 5. So I'm going to make columns. That's 1 column, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I have 4 out of 5 of those columns. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to color those in. Kind of like that. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. My headset is touching my mic. I have 8 of those double shaded. So I'm going to draw an 8 over, because the 8 will be our numerator. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 8 over 15 as my answer. Now, most of us already know that we can multiply straight across. So I'm going to do that just to check my work. We know that 4 times 2 is 8. And 5 times 3 is 15. These two numbers match, which means our fraction model is right. Okay, guys, thank you. If you need any more help, please leave a comment below. And yeah, have a good night, or good day, or good morning, depending on when you view this video.